Hey, what's up? This is Elijah. Welcome back to the channel. Glenn's is how I see it, but the main focus is Humble Dad podcast, of course. And I just wanted to kind of share with you all about some of the mistakes that I've made as a dad, and because I don't want people to think that um, I'm always 100% and I don't make those type. I'm not willing to tell people about my mistakes because obviously people know that no one's perfect, right? And so I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've looked back on and said, well, yeah, that was not good. And even one of my most recent situations of not being a really good dad was, um, Father's Day just passed, um, in June. And at the church we go to, they give out these um, items that kids have kind of invested their time into. And when I received it, I was very appreciative of it. And this year it was a mouse pad and one that you could color on. I think it said Happy Father's Day. If I have it with me, I'll show it to you. Right. So here's one. Right. And here's another one. And I think somebody came and got my other one because I had three here. But those are the two that I have I'm aware of. Well, I had another one. I have four kids, by the way, for those that are tuning in for the first time. And um, I received these, and I was appreciative of getting those items. And I I had left them in my car. And my youngest son, who's 7, he said, "Dad, what happened to the mouse pads?" I said, "Well, I left them in the car." Well, go ahead and go get them. This was like a week later. He's like, "What?" So I said, "So why don't you go get them?" And he went to go get them. I brought them in the house, put them on my desk, and they stayed there for a little bit. And maybe the main, the reason why is because I have a mouse already, mouse pad, if you will. I'm sorry, they were mouse pads. Sorry, I keep saying mouse. Um, but they were mouse pad. And uh, so this one day, I remember they're sitting right there on my desk. I pick it up and I began to use it, use the mouse pad. It was very challenging to use. It was no smooth glide or anything. Like, you know, this is, for me, this is pretty smooth. The other one was very hesitant to even move. And I would struggle with it for a long time. And so I got all three of them, and I went to go put them in the trash. And I didn't have any thought process about it because I get those type of gifts from the church with my kids every year, right? And I wasn't thinking how much value that it was to them to give me a gift that they had put time into and didn't want me to know that they were even coloring it and decorating it for me, right? And they had already given me such an incredible gift already, um, but this was something special to them. So when I threw it away, my youngest son, who had asked me to go get it in the first place, saw me throw it in the trash. He was like, "Daddy, why are you throwing that away? Why are you throwing that away?" And I was like, "Well, it doesn't work." And I said it right in front of my wife because he came into the room, and I said, and she was when and he said, "Why you throw it away?" And I told him that it didn't work well. And my wife was like, very disappointing face. She said, "Why would you do that?" Like she ain't blast me, but in front of the kid. Um, but I was like, "Oh man, you're right." I recognized in that moment that I had done something very bothersome and not intentionally, trying to hurt my kids' feelings, but I did. I recognize how I had let my wife down, and I recognize how I had let my son down, uh, who I've been looking forward to the time that he would appreciate me. Because at times when he was younger, like 5, he just did not like me, and he felt like I was too hard on him as a dad. But as the past year, no, I won't say year, past 6, 7 months, the process of that has changed, and so to let him down and have him feel like I did not value what it was that he put work into, um, was disappointing to myself. And so I just wanted to share that moment with you. There was also another. I wanted to share that moment with you because it's important for me to be transparent as much as possible, to let you know that mistakes are going to happen. But what do you do um, when you come to the point of having those mistakes? What are you going to do about it? And so I apologized to him, and I can't remember if I apologized to the other kids, but that was a really bad mistake that I made. And so that's one of the failures that I've had as a dad, and that was recent. That was probably like uh, maybe a week ago, right? Um, another situation, um, you know, was I had a conversation. This was years ago. I had a conversation with my daughter. Something had transpired, and I felt like she had did something wrong, and so I punished her and gave her a consequence. And my wife was like, "No, that's not what happened." Yada yada yada, whoop de whoop de whoop. And and I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, that's not how it happened." I was like, "Oh man." So you telling me I disciplined my child for the wrong reason, and it's not like I could take it back, right? You can take the punishment back, the type of consequence that it was, and so I had to go apologize to my daughter for giving her a consequence that she was not, uh, that she didn't deserve, and that was very troublesome to me. And so those are just two of the situations that I've encountered. There are others, and I'll share with them, share with you those later as we take this journey. Um, just to let you know, my goal is to get to 1 million subscribers across the world to let people know who the different dads that are taking care of their business and affecting their kids' lives in a major way. Uh, I have several other goals, but here on this space of YouTube and Facebook and wherever you may see this, my goal is to have 1 million subscribers, because that means that there are individuals across this world that are being impacted and are appreciating what it is that I'm doing, and that's to interview dads and talk about dads that are doing an exceptional job, and that they're learning from their mistakes and building better people for this world. So I thank you for your time. Thank you for tuning in to Humble Dad. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. You know what it is. This is your boy, Elijah, signing off, and we out of here. Deuces.